Hello, I'm Peter Towers, Managing Director of ESS BizTools. Welcome to the overview of Business Plus for March 2026. In this edition of Business Plus, I've tried to give you a mixture of articles to suit a mixture of clients across all sorts of entry levels or experience as a small medium enterprise operator. Every business needs a succession plan. It definitely does. For many businesses, we hope that it'll be many years before they need to really think about it. But it's a good idea to be talking to your clients about it. So my suggestion is that you read this edition of Business Plus, and for each article, for example, every business needs a succession plan, just jot down the names of the clients who you think should be thinking about succession planning, or the ones that haven't done it previously, so that you can follow up in 3 or 4 days' time after you sent the Business Plus edition to them, to ask them whether they read the article and did it pose any thoughts that they want to discuss with you. And if so, go out and have a cup of tea or coffee with your client and get their input. Getting a business ready for sale. There's always businesses getting ready for sale. Some people achieve very good prices when they sell their businesses, others not quite as good. A lot of this is dependent on the preparation that's occurred. You can really help. In some cases, the preparation process might be over 2 years to get the client into a investment-ready status. Hopefully, the notes that we got there will help you to open the discussion with your client. And again, think about anyone who is getting to the stage where they are thinking about selling their business. Jot down their names and make sure you make a follow-up phone call to them. Thinking about starting a business. This is for people who are definitely only thinking. And one of the points that I emphasize is they should be doing this thinking and discussions with you before they resign from their current employment, because they might find it they haven't thought about all of the points, or that they've made assumptions that MYOB pointed out in their report, which was published in the Financial Review nearly 2 years ago, that many people who were starting off on the business journey had assumed that suppliers would automatically give them 30-day payment terms. And they got a rude shock when they placed their first order, when they got told to also deposit an amount of money. It might have been 25,000, might have been even higher, that they hadn't budgeted for, because they thought they were going to get 30-day payment terms, and it caused a lot of disruption in their financial planning. Another big issue that was identified in the MYOB report was people starting businesses with no idea of the control of issuing credit to customers, monitoring debtors, calculating debtors' days outstanding. So hopefully that will give you an introduction to have a discussion with people thinking about starting a business. Do your customers recommend your business? It's an important question, because customers are so valuable to us that at times we forget about them, or don't give them the priority they should be given. So that's a follow-up question you could just about ask every client, I think. Perhaps you pick a few of them and see what the response is. It might really identify that your clients are looking for some guidance in that area. And risk management strategies. Everyone's got risk that they need to think about and plan. And hopefully this article will prompt some thinking by some of your clients. And again, the ones that you think really should be conscious of the management of risks. There might be people who are importing products from overseas with the current problems in the world with the war in Iran and the Middle East and in Europe, and there's trouble in other parts of the world. Anyone that's doing internationally needs to be thinking about a whole range of risks. Might not be able to solve all those problems, but at least you can prompt the client to be thinking about them and then suggesting they talk to some other people who might have more experience in those areas. So they're the four key articles which we've included in this edition of Business Plus. If you have any questions on any of the articles that we've drafted, please send me an email, peter@essbiztools.com.au, or make a telephone call 0418 190 181, and I will have a discussion with you. Thank you for your support of ESS BizTools. I look forward to catching up with you in some of our training programs. There's a members alert being sent out in the next day or so, which is outlining our training programs for the next few months. I look forward to being able to talk to you then. If you've got any suggestions or comments on matters that you think could be included within ESS BizTools or that we could feature in Business Plus articles, please let me know. Have a great day. Goodbye.